Okay, hi guys. This video is pretty much about Steve Jobs, and it's hard to believe that he's actually gone now. Let's hope my roommate doesn't walk in, because one of them is at class, but the other one, I don't know where she is. But when did I find this out? I was just on Facebook. I think I was about to start my English revised essay, and I got a 78 on it, which actually counts as a C in college, but still, anything that's a 70 or lower than an 85, even like lower than an 88, I don't like. So I had to do that, but I was on Facebook for a little bit, and all these comments at the top of Facebook said, "Rib Steve Jobs," and "Steve Jobs, you will be missed," or "We love you, I hope your family's doing okay," all that stuff. And I was like, no way, that is impossible. Steve Jobs is like invincible, he can't die. Not really, but I mean, like, it's really hard to believe, and it does make me want to cry. I know that sounds like really lame and stuff, but it does. And I just couldn't believe it. I was kind of like, there is absolutely no way. And like, even some people changed their profile picture to like the Apple icon, and then yeah, so a lot of people were, even on Twitter, were just saying like, oh, I just hugged my MacBook, but I don't have a MacBook to hug. I have an iTouch, which is actually dead right now. I have to charge it. And it made me sad when it died today, because it reminded me of him. Because like I think I was on Twitter, I don't know, and my iTouch died on me, and it made me sad, you know, because like he wasn't the reason, he is the reason for everything, but you know, he's not the only person who designed the software and designed the like exterior of all the computers and iPhones and the technology and all that stuff. He didn't do everything, but he started it, which is like amazing. And pretty much I'm doing this whole video because my best friend Stan, his YouTube name is Night Bright Productions, so I'll put a link right there. I feel so cool, even though there's not one right there, but now there is. And he was like, you need to make a video for me. And I was like, what? He's like, my new video about Steve Jobs, you have to make a video, I guess, I don't know. So I was like, okay, so this is like a little response to that. I don't know, but he's pretty cool. He got his MacBook, I'm guessing it's a MacBook Pro, because the quality of his webcam was like really, really good. He got it like at the beginning of this year. I still have yet to get a MacBook, so but it did make me feel sad, and every time I will hold my iTouch, I will remember him, and it makes me really sad. But we, even in English today, we kind of did a written response, and we talked about our first encounter with an Apple product. And mine was pretty fun. I'll tell that in a second. But we also watched like documentations. He talked at a Stanford graduation, which was like really cool. And then there was like a news report about him and his life and like everything. And it's just like so cool. It's like ridiculous how you get from like those bulky computers to the iPad. It's like kind of ridiculous. And yeah, like even when he resigned, I was like, oh my God, really? But it's a good thing that he did, you know, because he was 56, he had 4 kids and a wife, and he's been dealing with the cancer for a very, very long time. I know that. He said when he first got diagnosed, he was only supposed to live like 3 to 6 months, and he ended up living like 7 years later. So I think that was like an 05, so technically 6 years. I'm sorry, my nose is really itchy. So I wanted to mention real quick my first encounter with an Apple product. This is kind of out there and everything, but we did today in English, so I thought it would be kind of fun just to go through real quick. It was when I moved from California to North Carolina, and my dad's job, we transferred him out there, and so they paid for the house, they got us a car, and a lot of nice things, and they like paid him more. I'm sorry, it looks like I'm picking my nose. Why is my nose so scratchy? Yeah, and so I talked about how my first encounter with a Mac was the computer that we had at that time. I don't remember if we had it in California or we got it when we moved here to the East Coast or not, but it was bulky. Like, it was it looked like a very first Mac computer, and I used to play computer games on it all the time. I know it sounds really lame, but I love the thing. But then we moved to Windows, and I love that even more. And then now that I'm older, I'm just kind of like, I want Mac stuff, like, galore. I want the phone, I want the iPod, I want the computer, I want the iPad, I want the TV, I want whatever the heck else you can get. There's other stuff too. So there's people talking outside. But that was my first encounter with it, and then I just talked about, like, you know, how I had the Nano, and then I went from the Nano, I went to the iTouch, and then I went to the new iTouch and all that stuff, and maybe my next one will be a white iPhone, because that'd be really, really, really cool. And it looks like I have a double chin. I love doing that. Don't worry, you guys, I don't look like that. So that was my first encounter with a Mac product, and there will be many more to come, obviously, because they're going to come out with the new iPhone 5, possibly. I heard that they're not now. And about 80% of the school, like, people that go to the school have a MacBook. And I'm pretty sure about 95% has at least one Apple product. So that's just me saying that because, like, you walk around and you see so many people have iPhones. Like, it's ridiculous. And if they don't have an iPhone, then they have a MacBook. If they don't have either, then they have an iPod like me. So, okay, I'm gonna go. This video is in remembrance for Steve Jobs, and I just watched Stan's video, and I was like, oh my god, I miss Stan! So, I miss you, Stan. Just a heads up there, this is SCAD. We even have some bees going on over there. That's my roommates. Yeah. I'm gonna go, you guys, and yeah. Silence for Steve Jobs. And I'm stuttering. Okay. Bye, guys. Oh, shit. Come on.